Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Jonathan Coast, and in today's free training, I'm going to be sharing with you several different audience insight tools so that you can identify your perfect prospect. And I'm also going to be showing you how to use these tools to find these congregations and communities all across the web that you probably didn't even know exist where these folks are hanging out. So we will be able to find Facebook pages, forums, Facebook groups. We'll be able to find what Instagram pages they're following, where they like to hang out on the internet, what they're searching in Google, stuff like this. So this information is extremely valuable for almost every facet of my business, and I believe that you're going to find it useful too. So with these tools, you can connect with people who have an interest in what it is that you're doing, and you can start building a relationship from there. So you can lead with your content first, and which is what I recommend you lead with value first. You never want to sell up front. You want to give them content, some value, free value first, and then use that as an opportunity to build a relationship and then sell from there. People will look up to you more and they have much more respect and view you as a trustworthy, incredible figure. So that's just my recommendation, but let's just go over it. So the first tool I want to share with you is Meta Business Suite. Now they just changed this last year around July. So they no longer offer like the super specific stuff that I used to come here for, like where my target audience is hanging out on Facebook as far as like their Facebook pages, where they're following, what celebrities are in my industry that they're already like frequently commenting on, stuff like that, and what types of groups and stuff that they're hanging out in. But the cool thing about Facebook Insights, regardless, even though they changed it, is you can still kind of get a rough idea, and you can combine this with another free tool that I'm going to show you with Google here. It's called basically the same thing. It's an audience insight tool. So I like to use these in combination with each other just because Facebook changed last year. But if the business suite, and if you don't, this is what it looks like. I'm just going to go ahead and open this in the incognito tab. So this is the audience insight tools, and this is what it looks like when you're not logged in. Basically, they just give you information about where your target audience or where your people who are one following you and people like your potential audience who could potentially be following you. And this gives you a very good idea of where these people are hanging out, what they're interested in. But they did change it last year and you used to get a lot more information with Facebook. So I do recommend using this along with Google Audience Insights. So and I'll show you exactly how to do that. But with Facebook, this is my current page, and you can connect both your Instagram and your business page to it. But they'll give you the current audience and they'll give you the potential audience. And right here, they give you the age and the gender, and they go down to top cities, and they also give you some of the top countries. Now, if you click on potential audience and you go to the filter here, you can get some more information, like just type in what their interests are, and then they'll kind of give you like the top pages down here. Now, the thing that I have a problem with is what you'll notice is these top pages are so broad that no matter what interest that you put in this filter here, these pages are still going to come up, and I can show you right now. So I just put digital marketing. So if I was to put digital marketing in, and then I was to click on create audience, so it shows me now this is potential audience here, and we can get more specific here. Let's just put between 25 to let's just say 25 to 50, rough estimate, and then we'll just use United States as the country for a potential audience. And what you'll notice is now this is my potential audience based off of the information that my page provides. And then I also included the interest of digital marketing. So if you scroll down, you'll see the top cities and then the top countries. Obviously, I put Facebook in there. And if you look at the top pages, you basically see the same exact thing. So Walmart, Amazon, M&M, Target, these are all the same exact companies with the exception of this one, I believe. I don't think I remember seeing this, but it just goes to show just how much Facebook has changed their business insight tool. So that's why I like to use this information in conjunction with Google Audience Insights. Now, if you don't know, both of these tools are free, but if you want something more, say premium or more upgraded, I'm going to recommend Similar Web Pro. You can actually get like a 7-day free trial. And with here, what you can do is you can actually just type in the website. And as you can see, I used to look up stuff for Warrior Forum and other internet marketing forums just to kind of get like some insights. And see, my trial is ended, but it still kind of gives you some information, some useful information here. So it gives you the monthly visits for that website, how long people spend there, and then it also shows you where they're located, the geography, like the top countries. If we scroll down some more, it will show you what it is that they're searching for similar to that. So like what are their organic search terms? you see the top referring websites, like websites that are referring people over to Warrior Forum, which ones have the most domain authority. And then you got the outgoing traffic, like where people are headed to after this, whether it be Facebook, PayPal to make a purchase. This system.io is actually all-in-one free marketing tool. And then you got ad destinations. And if you want to see where these folks hang out, and you can do that same thing, you can take this information from Google and you can put it in similar web up here, and then you can see where they hang out. You can use this information for further understanding of your target audience, and then you can go over to where it says similar sites to find out other sites that they're hanging out. And if you want more than 5, you got to upgrade your account, obviously. But got these 3. These aren't very helpful, but because these are just main broad websites. It's like Pinterest, Instagram, Medium. Let's see, what is this? I don't think I've ever heard of this. It's computer, electronics, and technology site. Okay, so Warrior Forum is an internet marketing site. So I would expect there to be a lot more stuff internet marketing related down here with similar sites. But you see where I'm getting at. But with Audience Insight Tool, let's just go ahead and show you what I'm talking about in conjunction with the with Facebook Insight tool. So on your free Google Ads accounts, basically you just come up to where it says Tools and Settings, you click on that, and then over here where it says Audience Manager, you click on that, and it'll take you to this page here. And on the left hand side where it says Audiences, you click on this, and then this page will come up. And then this blue button, if you hover over it and then just click, it should say Create Audience, and then this page will come up right here. Now from here, we're just going to use a test and experiment audience. And so I'm going to type experiment in here. And then what's really important here is these custom segments. So if you click on new custom segment, you have these option here where it says people with any of these interests or purchase intentions. So you want to make sure that this is selected here. And I'm just going to type in experiment where it says segment name. So now that we got experiment here, so now all we really got to do from here is just make sure this first one is selected. And this is basically, this will be Google's way of showing you people who have had a history or have behavior or have buying intentions. So you use this one, it will give you information of people who are actively looking for stuff to buy. Google has a really good idea of these people because they have 20 years of collecting information about buying habits on the internet. So they have a really good idea of the different types of people just based off of the information that gets submitted into their system hundreds of millions of times a day. They have a good idea of the people who's searching and what their intentions are if they plan on buying something just based off of their searching habits. So I just want to make sure that this first one is checked here. And then where it says add interest or purchase intention, if you're, say, like you're on the coast and you're selling fishing gear or something like that, you can just type in something that the customer will already be looking for. So like, where can I go? Just type in, say, fishing gear in Costa Mesa, California. Now, keep in mind, people who type in something like fishing gear in Costa Mesa or fishing gear near me, these people have the intention of going to get fishing gear because they're actively looking for fishing gear. So, or I can just put in fishing equipment. So a lot of people underestimate and underrate just how useful this tool is, especially because it's free. So it can really help you to get more insight and information on your audience and put your potential audience. And I feel like it's a worthy replacement for the old Facebook Audience Insight tool. So now we got our key phrases in here. And as you can see, we got 2 that kind of indicates that the person who would type something like this in has the intention on getting fishing gear. So they have a purchase intention, and we have the box checked for Google. Now we got one that's like really specific to Costa Mesa, California. And we got fishing equipment near me, who sells fishing rods near me. So these are all like purchase intention type key phrases. And on the right hand side, you see where it says, we're going to ignore this right here where the weekly impressions are. If you're using this in conjunction with the business suite or a similar web, you can just ignore this because Facebook has their own impressions, and similar web is going to give you more insight from other search engines that doesn't include Google. So, but what we are looking for is the male or female, and this shows that it's 64% male for this key phrase. We got the age, so we got a good idea, and I'm just going to put this up here of the age range, and it shows here that between, let's see, the dominant people who fish are between 18 to 34 because 18 to 24 and 25 to 34 are about the same here. So basically from 18 years old to about 34 is the dominant demographic, and they're male. Now, if we go down to see if they're parents or non-parents, they're not parents. So parentless males between the ages of 18 to 34 um, search for stuff like fishing, outdoors, fishing gear near me, sporting goods, etc. So we can take this information, we actually go back to Facebook to and put that in the filter. So if we were to type in, see, between 18 to 34, and then gender, male, and then we'll change the interest. Obviously, we were talking about fishing gear here. So we got recreational fishing, we got commercial fishing. Now, as you can see, as I was saying earlier, the same exact pages come up. So we can use this for our ad. We just put this information in here. We can create an audience from here. And you can name your audience, fishing demographic. So as you can see, Google really helps you kind of narrow down who you can use for your ad manager in Facebook, because they took away a lot of the insights that they used to have on here. It makes things a lot harder. And in regards to where they hang out, I'm just going to cancel this because they're not as reliable as they used to in showing you groups and Facebook pages. I do recommend checking out SimilarWeb. So these are 3 tools that you can use here in order to get a good firm understanding of who your audience is, where they're hanging out, what their age range is, whether they're male or female, they're dominant, and also if they're parentless or non-parented. So if they don't have any kids, you don't have to worry about bringing that up in your ad copy. Using that as a way to sell, and because it is an extra thing that parents take in consideration in their buying decisions. So if they do have parents, you can include that in your sales copy. Just take into consideration that they do have to take care of their kids too. Like, for example, if you're selling fishing gear, you can include stuff like fishing gear for me and the kids in your search results. Because a lot of people, when I was young, I used to fish with my father like 6 o'clock in the morning. So he would not only just get bait for himself, he'd get it for me too. So it's that type of stuff to keep in mind when you're creating an ad, or if you're like trying to rank for any given key phrase. But yeah, I think you'll find these 2 websites, despite the fact that Facebook has kind of gotten rid of their old insight tool, their new one, in conjunction with Google and similar sites, I feel like is a worthy replacement. All right. So yeah, that'll pretty much be it for this video. So just to recap, we talked about how to get a further understanding of your perfect prospect, your target audience, where they congregate on the internet, what their age range are, whether they're male or they're female, what different websites and places that they go to on the internet using similar sites. And I showed you how to use Google Ads in conjunction with Facebook's audience insight to be of best help for your target audience. All right. So yeah, that'll pretty much be it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like content like this, then I highly recommend that you check out my website in the description. You'll see it's jonathancoast.net. I talk about everything when it comes to generating traffic and increasing sales. And make sure that you check out the tools and the resources below this video. I'll include these websites, the Meta Business Suite, Google Ads, and the similar. So with that said, I will see you in the next video. See you then.